Properties of Exponents, Part 1, Properties Involving Products. So here are the main concepts we're going to be covering in the next few videos. We're going to be looking at the first three here in this video. Here we have two terms, 3 to the 4th and y to the 5th. The exponent tells us how many times we multiply the base times itself. So 3 to the 4th means 3 times itself 4 times. Y to the 5th means I multiply y times itself 5 times. Let's do an example. Write in exponent form. So here are the factors being multiplied times themselves. Figure out what the base and the exponent would be and write it in exponent form. Pause. Okay, so we can see we have two factors of 5, so that would be 5 to the 2nd. We have 4 factors of x, so that would be x to the 4th. And we have 5 factors of 2b, so that would be 2b to the 5th. Example 2, simplify. Pause. So all we're doing here is we're taking 3 to the 2nd and multiplying 3 times 3, which is 9. Negative 4 to the 2nd, which is negative 4 times negative 4, which is 16. Negative 2 to the 5th, we're just taking all the factors, multiplying it times itself to get negative 32. And the same with 4y to the 3rd. We end up getting 64y to the 3rd. Note, when the base is negative and the exponent is even, our final answer will be positive. If the exponent is odd, our answer will be negative. Okay, enough with the skill work. Let's take a look at the product of powers property. Let's start with an example, x to the 3rd times x to the 4th. They both have the same base. The exponents are different. So this is the same as saying x times x times x times x times x times x times x, which is 7 x's in total, x to the 7th. When multiplying terms with the same base, add the exponents. X to the a times x to the b is equal to x to the a plus b. Okay, try this next example on your own. Pause. Here we go. So 7 squared is 7 times 7. 7 to the 6th is 7 multiplied itself 6 times. So I have 8 of these total. 7 to the 8th. In b, it's the same thing, except we have some coefficients here, 3 and 6. 3 times 6 is 18, and we have 8 x's total, so it's 18x to the 8th. Same thing with the next one. We're going to add the exponents, the number of y's, because the base is the same, and 2 times 3 is 6. Count up all the y's, it's 14. In d, we have a slight twist, because we can calculate 2 to the 5th is 32. And we have a total of 4 x's and 7 y's, so we can write it as 32x to the 4th, y to the 7th. Power of a power property. This time our base is a squared, and the power is 3. So we're saying a squared times itself 3 times, or 2 times 3, which is a to the 6th. When finding a power of a power, multiply the exponents. X to the a to the b is the same as x to the a times b. Try this one. So 5 to the 3rd to the 4th is the same as 5 to the 12th. Try this one. So here we're going to multiply 5 times 7, and our base is negative 2. Negative 2 to the 35th. Try this one. Z to the 33, easy. Alright, let's look at something else. Power of a product property. So the idea with this is we have 2y as our base and 3 as our exponent. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to distribute this exponent, multiplying it times the exponents of the bases on the inside, which is 1 for this example. So 2 to the 1 times 3 and y to the 1 times 3 gives us 8 to the third. When finding a power of a product, find the power of each base factor and multiply times the exponent. So xy raised to the a equals x to the a, y to the a. Try this example. Pause. So we have to look for the power of each base factor and multiply times the exponent outside the parentheses. So we get 2 times 4 is 8, and 3 times 4 is 12, 3 to the 8th, 5 to the 12th. We do the same on the second example, except we see a negative base being raised to an even exponent, so it becomes positive 16x squared. And on the last example, we have 2 to the 4th x to the 16th times 2 to the 3rd x to the 3rd, and in this case we are going to add using the other property, and 2 to the 7th is 128, so we get 128x to the 19th. Here are the notes of the video.